Welcome to another installment of A&M Political Views. We are your host, Aviance
And
Watts.
I'm Michelle Tyson.
And today we are going to cover a little local and a little statewide news. The first one we want to cover will be the COVID-19 vaccine, as obviously. Um, Actually, the state of Michigan has been receiving their doses to distribute out to their frontline workers. What is it? Spectrum Health of Grand Rapids and the University of Michigan has already reported their distribution of the vaccine to its frontline workers. Now, a lot of hospitals are starting to get, anxious to receive these doses because out of the 5,000 hospitals across the state, each hospital is going to receive close to 1,000 doses per hospital, and that's going to be for like the next 3 weeks. So a lot of people, a lot of hospitals are starting to get anxious to receive their doses to start distributing them out. Um, Pfizer has contacted the FDA to get emergency approval and emergency use of the vaccine so they can start getting it out immediately. Um, so far, out of the phase three, it's been 3 phases that it's been put through a trial run for the vaccine. It's so far as 95% effective. After the third phase, is actually 2 doses that you will get of the vaccine. About 43,000 people have done the trial so far. Um, yeah, it's a lot. So a lot of people. So a lot of hospitals they're gonna get their doses and they're gonna start getting them out immediately. Um, Actually, so far it hasn't. It's been a 95% effective, and it's been consistent across race, gender, ethnicity, demographic. It doesn't matter. It kind of has the same effects on everybody. Basically, is what it's saying. Um, and again, the first dose supposedly, well, I don't, according to Pfizer's trial department, the first dose would give some protection from the virus, and the second dose will provide even greater protection from the virus. So,
The first dose is just like a free
yeah,
run, and then
yeah,
the second dose is
yeah,
like,
and you get that like 3 weeks later. So I guess it's like a phase or like stages that you have to go through to, for it to be close to 100% effective, or as effective as possible to get the numbers down. Now, I'm not sure. I'm not really sure if I'm ready to take the virus. I mean, to take the vaccine yet. Um, I don't know. We're gonna have to see. I almost want to wait and see what.
I don't know, but I'm kind of, I don't know. I'm kind of like, I already take the flu shot, so I mean, what's so different between the flu shot and the,
True. True.
I mean, I have to take that every year just so I don't get sick, so I might as
Yeah, that's
well,
true.
but I still would rather wait to see, you know, what happened to everybody else first.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
And then
Yeah,
and then then take it.
yeah.
So
Sit back and
it's
like, okay, how you
yeah.
feeling, man? Since you, you all right?
I watch a lot of movies, and
Yeah,
so it's like, I don't watch a lot of movies about these vaccinations, so I don't want to be crawling up nobody's wall or doing no strange stuff with no extra powers or nothing.
yeah,
So
yeah.
no robotics.
Right. Looking like a
Mm,
like a zombie around here.
no, I'm
Nah.
good.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold out. I'm not saying I'm not gonna take it, but I'm not gonna say I'm gonna take it. I'm not gonna be one of the first. I want to be,
Speaking of taking it,
uh,
I read today, I saw on Facebook where this young lady, um, he didn't have his immunizations up to date, and they actually wouldn't let him go online because he was not up to date with his
they gonna catch
shot.
a virus online.
I just had to bring that up real quick. I'm sorry. Because that's the same thing somebody else said on there. Like, hold on.
How you
What he
gonna
gonna
catch
do? He
something over
gonna
the?
So I just, I had, I just couldn't resist that one right then. I'm sorry,
And you know
we
what?
was
A friend
talking
of
about
mine,
viruses.
me, me and a friend of mine was talking a while back, and he opposes. He's against like all the flu shots and all of those. He's against that. So what happened was and this was through his son. His son was supposed to get him to go to school. You know how the kids get their vaccine shots every
Mhm.
year. Um, he didn't want his son to take them. So they put him through a lot. He had to sign a lot of paperwork, and they gave him a hard time. And he asked him. He said, "Okay, let me ask you a question." He said, "Okay, why do the kids take it?" And this was just what he was telling me.
Mhm.
And they told him because to reduce the chances of catching the flu. He was like, "Okay, okay, I understand that." And he said, so if all the kids take it and mine don't, wouldn't they still be protected? You know what I'm saying? Like, wouldn't they still be protected from the flu if whether he gets it or not, or whatever the case is? And I mean, they still gave him a hard time about it. But either way, I'm not. I don't know if they're going to make this a mandatory vaccine, but I don't know. It seemed like somewhere down the line, it's going to make people want the vaccine.
I don't know. I think it's gonna become mandatory because a lot of people are like already so against it.
Mm,
So I kind of think the only way that we can say at least they feel like they can try to control it is if
yeah.
they make it mandatory that everyone takes it. And sooner or later, yeah, I think that it is going to be mandatory that
Mhm.
everyone takes it. They already mandating the hospitals, the frontliners, and everybody else. So, you know,
And the reason, I mean, yeah, true, true. That's a good point. The reason I say they're going to make it almost like make people want to take it, because I mean, you can't really make us take it, like, but it's going to be to the point. It seems like it's going to be like so many stipulations that if you're not vaccinated, you can't attend games, or
hmm
you know what I'm saying. Something to the point you're gonna say, man, you know what? I want to get back to my normal life. And some people just, even the ones who didn't want, I ain't taking it. It's gonna force some of them to want to take it
hmm
because it's almost like because trust me, to me, I don't think things are gonna go back the same like they used to be. Not to
I,
me,
I, I'm,
not like it
I
used to
don't
be.
see
It's
them
gonna be an
going back like
adjustment.
that either. I feel like once the world adapts to the technology and everything
Mm,
that technology has to offer, and everybody's going to be like, well, we can enhance this to make living
yeah.
even more comfortable.
Uh,
And I see it evolving and changing and everything
mhm,
changing to more technical and computerized,
mhm,
uh, quicker than what we even imagined, um,
yeah.
due to the coronavirus. So yeah, I definitely see some world changes coming about.
Speaking of world, we done a little state. We got something local for us.
Yes, yes. I like my local stuff too to keep us on top of things.
Oh,
You guys know that November is not November next year is time for us, for our Muskegon Heights residents, to, you know, g- use that pen again and decide who we want to sit on our city council. So, with that being said, you guys, I just kind of want to touch base a little bit. Um, for those of you that don't know what a city council member is, don't know what they do, tune in next week. I mean, not next week, I'm sorry, Saturday
mhm,
for our next show. And I'm going to do a spotlight on what it is to be a city council person and what it pertains, and what a city council person does for our community. Too many times we have city council members who sit on our city council who have no interest and who have no heart for our community.
mhm,
And now is the time for us to start putting people in those spots. If you take the Biden election with Trump, it took us to speak out and get out there, to show that, hey, we want change. So I'm asking my Muskegon Heights residents to pay attention to this year's election, because whatever you do this election coming up is, we're gonna have to live with it for a long time. I'm just gonna say that. I'll be nice about it and just say that. So make sure you get out here. It's this next lineup for people that are running for city council. It's going to be a doozy. Um, I believe it's gonna be a good race. So, just everybody be aware, get ready to learn your people. Make sure you putting people in the right spots. Make sure you putting somebody in there that's gonna speak up for you, for your community, because your city council member is your voice to the community. I'm sorry I couldn't get that out, y'all. But they are supposed to be the voice of the community. So if we have people on our city council that are not speaking up for our community, then it's time for us, November 2021, to do what's right, and let's make that change. So that's all I wanted to touch on this time for our
And we do
local.
encourage the people who are running, make sure if you run, like she was saying, make sure you are the voice of the community and not just the title.
Yes.
A lot of people just want to do it just for the title. And when it's time to do the job, they're not ready or not fit or really just don't care. So, like she was saying, just if we encourage people who do run, make sure that you have a passion for it. Because if not, you know, you wasting a lot of people's time and votes.
And yours. I mean, it's no need to be where you truly know you don't belong, or where that's not your season. If it's not your season to sit on that board, or to sit on that council, it's just not your season. So, with that being said, you guys, we thank you for listening. We hope you tune in again on Saturday. And I'm Michelle
And
Tyson.
I'm Aviance Watts.
And we look forward to seeing you again Saturday. Peace.